Sports fans.
We're actually ready this time.
Yeah. So we got two completely different decks for you today.
This is interesting.
Yeah. So we have Garcia on the right side there playing Rayquaza and Embor. On the left side, we got Tony, who's playing a Darkrai, and so I've been told Garbodor as well.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. You know, but I think both sides can, really have something going here. Darkrai is going to completely shut down Embor, but conversely, if the Embor player can just run super duper hot, get those Embors out quick and start attacking really fast, then you can just outspeed the Garbodor basically.
Oh, definitely. Like, it's definitely winnable.
Yeah.
It's just not easy, really.
I'm curious to how many Scrappers he plays. I'm gonna assume like a standard is like 2 Scrappers and a Dowsing.
Yeah, I would hope so.
He's gonna Skyla also with that level ball and get that Tropical Beach. Ugly Beach? Catch a Lightning. And he's got 2 Tepix out, which is a nice way to start the game. Although, I think most people would opt for the Legendary Treasures Tepix. Give you a little 10 more HP. Instead of 60, you get 70.
That's the cute one, right?
Yeah, that's the cute one. That's the one to play.
I really couldn't find them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know many people who cracked up in a lot of packs of Legendary Treasures.
I don't think those were really flying off the shelves.
Yeah, I don't think so. But we got a Burbank and a Laser, and another Laser. And I'm gonna guess it's Tails.
He was really banking on that sleep.
Yeah, he was. Jeez. Burbanking on that sleep?
He referenced.
Oh!
Stop.
I was literally crying.
So we got a Dark Claw on that Darkrai, and playing a Skyla for probably some searchy do. Maybe get out a little Trubbish guy. That way he can start to. No, okay, completely wrong. He's gonna get Juniper.
Kind of guessed that.
Yeah.
Just because
I didn't
double
see.
laser seemed kind of desperate.
Yeah,
So I figured he would go first for it.
that makes sense. I don't know the other 2 cards in his hand, but yeah, I guess when you got to, you got to.
Sure.
I'm sure most certainly would have been nice to not have to do that, but sometimes
Yeah,
you
I
got
mean,
to.
at the it wasn't a great turn, but he set up something for next turn. Got a Burbank and play, bumped a Beach. He got some poison damage.
Right.
It's not what he wanted, but it's also not bad.
Yeah. Definitely worse turns have happened. You're gonna see an Ultra Ball, a Lightning, and a 3rd card. Boom, Skyla. He's gonna get here. I didn't see Hurricane in his hands. He must have one though.
I'm gonna guess yes.
So yeah, he's got that Embor out there.
Next.
And in his hand. Hurricane, there it is. Puts it on the other one. Beach pack in play. And end. I always like ending after stuff like that. Where like,
Oh yeah.
Skyla for Juniper and in your face.
Yeah, just waste there.
Yeah, way to waste it, buddy. But yeah, that's awesome. That's always a great play. But yeah, Mark Garcia looks like he's running a little bit hot.
Yeah.
Because it's fire.
Before I was pretty sweet. I think a few of them did well.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah?
It's cool to see Rick.
Yeah, it most certainly is. It's a fun deck to play, to watch. I like anything that can just outright destroy something. Boom. There's end of game 1 right there.
All right.
There's a Dragon First. Okay.
Mark is good.
Ah. So that quickly, that's like I was talking about, just outspeed it. Holy moly, right?
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it did. That's a turn to Dragon Burst?
Yeah, that was first.
Dragon Burst for 180, knocking out Darkrai, taking game one, early lead, still a ton of time left, just over 44 minutes. So I'm going to predict they'll finish game two.
Yeah, I think
probably.
they have time to finish a game two.
Yeah.
Even with a slower deck.
Yeah. Well, you know, as far as Darkrai Garbodor goes, we saw that he was playing Dark Claw, so maybe a little, just a tinge of aggression in it.
Oh, definitely. It's like obviously not a cover toxin.
Yeah, which I love. I'm in love with that. But,
Yeah, that deck's great.
But in a world where you have to finish 2 games in 15 minutes, it's really hard to
Not have Dark Claw and Darkrai.
Yeah.
Kind of going on.
Yeah. It's really hard to play a slower, methodical build of Darkrai Garbodor.
There's that word again.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to keep using it, sports fans. You know, because you have to. I mean, it's really tough to play a one game for 50 minutes, which is what you would have to do if you're playing like a Hover Toxin build with hammers and hammers and hammers instead of your main mode of winning being attacking. So it's one of those things where it's just kind of can't do it in a tournament like this.
No, it just doesn't allow for it.
Yeah, maybe a tournament where it's not a best of 3 for only 50 minutes, you can do it. Maybe either a longer time limit or just one game. But that's that, man. So let's check back in on our players, see how they're setting up. Still a little shuffling going on. Shuffling. So Mark Garcia, game 1. Exciting Rayboar. Exciting.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I love it. I wish we could have been streaming Emboars all day long.
Yeah.
But this was actually table 2. We moved over here. At table 1 was Jeremy Jallin and Carl Kitchen, who were actually playing Virizion Genesect versus Virizion Genesect.
That sounds really interesting.
Sounds like we've done it already today.
Yes.
So it's one of those things where we're just like, well, let's mix it up a little bit. We're trying to avoid the grass guys as much as possible, since you guys have already seen 3 games with it. So.
Oh, that's not fun.
Well.
All right.
Mark Garcia's got to start game 2 with a lone execute. If Tony can just get a Burbank and a laser, he wins games 2. And I hope that's what's happening. But he's got a Skyla. Let's see what else is in his hand there. Floatstone and it's another card. So maybe that's not what's going to happen. But man, I wish it was.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, that would have been 2 of the quickest games you'll see all day.
Yeah, that would have been absurd.
I mean,
hopefully this turns into a good game.
Yeah. But it's tough with eggs on the field.
Oh, definitely. No, you never want to start with that.
No, never, ever.
I mean, it's such a good card.
It
worth
is
running.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
when it happens, it's no.
Yeah, please don't do that. No basics? Just kidding. Got it. Thanks. So, he might be skyling for a Juniper again. I hope Mark Garcia has another end. One of my favorite things. That's skylar for Juniper all day. Huh?
I want to see the dog.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if I really, out of anything that could have happened, that's what I would have wanted to happen. But oh well. Skylar for Juniper. And he's going to attach that floater. And that's probably going to just be the end of it. Still don't know the other card in his hand. I haven't been able to see it. It's a Dark Energy. There it is. Tepig. Peach. Ultra Ball, I'm guessing. I think a slot. This is going to be interesting if, I wonder if Tony can play around the eggs. Wonder if he plays like catcher or anything like that.
Just to leave egg on the field.
Yeah. I did see that he has escape rope.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Because if you can leave egg on the field, then, you know, that's, I think, ideal.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like an
to
easy
occupy-
price later.
Easy price
Takes up a
later.
big space.
Exactly.
Can't do what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. I mean, it's the whole reason you want it and you can't have it. Got an Ultra Ball coming down. I'm assuming
Skyline fire.
yep. You got the Rayquaza. We saw that he energy searched for the lightning, so safe bet that he was going to get Rayquaza.
Yeah.
And he'll attach that lightning and probably just pass if his other card isn't playable. I mean, not pass, but beach.
I think you didn't make that mistake.
No, I don't think I ever did. Whenever I wanted to beach, I think I always beached. It's funny playing against people who don't often like play with or against beach. Yeah, they just forget. It's like that's a card that's there. You should remember to use it. So Junipers, and check that deep discard pile of Tony. Another energy on that Darkrai. I mean, Tony looks like he's a bit more control in this matchup than he has been last game, where he didn't really get a chance to do anything. This is kind of how you expect the matchup to go. A little bit slowed down, a little bit more in the Garbodor player's favor. He's gonna beach for 2. And I mean, this match has just been a knockdown drag out. Knockdown drag out. Real barn burner. Alright. Real slobber knocker. That hasn't really been any of those things, but he's gonna Ultra Ball here, discarding that rare candy and that Tepig, getting himself an M4. Hopefully that'll
Another candy.
yeah. So I assume since he discarded one of them that he's got another. There it is. And that's a Reshiram over there. And I really like these orange sleeves.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah, dude. Really vibrant. So, you know, N comes down into play, and who knows what's going to happen. Anything. Literally anything.
Yeah, there's some pretty evenly set up.
Yeah, I'm sure Mark wants to see, like, if he grabs, like, 2 energy, any 2 energy off of this end. Just kidding, because Trubbish has 70 HP. But I was thinking he could Dragon Burst. Well, there's 2 there. Maybe he has a 3rd. He can get the eggs out of the way. And nope, he's just going to beach. Yeah. Nope. He's going to get a Rayquaza nice and set up. He does Burbank. Puts Beach in the discard pile. I like Beach. Oh, he's just going to go for it. He's just going to poison that, execute, and let it die passively. Dark Claw on the Darkrai, and another Floatstone on that Trubbish. Probably trying to get it right on the active there. I always hate to play down 2 Floatstones at a time. But when you got 2, you got 2. It's gonna Juniper and discard everything from his hand. It's gonna Yeah, since he's gonna eventually want to get out of the active event, maybe put a Sableye out there or something. But Garbodor is now in play, and that's gonna be tough for Mark. He's checking his hands, see what his future options can be. Dark Patch fully sets up that Darkrai all the way at the top there, and he does play a Sableye down. Looks like he's going to retreat with something. But what will it be? And Mark lets him take back play, letting him pick up that energy and attach it to Sableye. Class act. I don't know personally how apt I would be to do that. Yeah. I think in a situation like that where it wasn't immediate and he kind of like did it and then was going to do something else, I probably would have not let him. So I can't say. I always think that I'm going to be like more hard than I am actually in a game. Like I'm gonna be ruthless, no mercy on this person, and they're just gonna have to play a perfect game to beat me. But then like when something happens and they ask if like they can take something back, I look at it and go, probably, sure, I guess, probably. But when I need that like same courtesy, it just never happens. So, but like I don't know, I don't misplay anymore.
Ever?
Yeah, I do actually, but you know what I mean, like. Just try not to. I just take more time, make sure everything's okie doke. I used to be a lot more of an erratic player.
Yeah. Everyone is when they start out.
Yeah.
Just don't count things, don't check their opponent's discard.
Yeah, you just like
Juniper and kill.
It's more like kind of like set everything out and you're like, all right, this is how it all has to happen. And then you just start doing stuff. And then you're like, wait, I missed a step somewhere. Oh, what a peach. They they started to use different dice for the damage counters, but then they remembered that we love these dice that we can actually see over here on the camera.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark Garcia. There's a Scrapper, 2 Floatstones out of the picture. I don't know. So we got Mark's gonna just retreat, get rid of that poison. Poison is a cruel mistress. He's gonna switch back into it, and then probably has something of a superior energy retrieval. Maybe that'll happen.
I think he's hoping so.
Nope. He's gonna play down. He's gonna be able to use eggs without those floatstones.
There it is.
Yeah, baby. That's what I love to see. That's a tough decision because, I mean, I guess in this case, your Rayboar is pretty safe. Unless he just decides to put 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Could happen. That's a lot of turns of just sniping 30 for really nothing.
Yeah, that 5 turns for a prize.
Yeah. But it does look like he Ultra Balls it away. I don't know. He forgot to use eggs again.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Maybe he didn't want to, but
yeah, maybe he just wants to get rid of.
Maybe he wants to get rid of Rare Candy and Emperor while he's getting a Teppy. I don't know. Probably just didn't think about it. It's one of those things where it's like when you use it and then it's not on the top of your discard, just kind of like forget it's in there.
Juniper anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess it didn't matter then. Yeah. Well, he does have a Rare Candy in his hand, I believe. He drew into it. And he's setting up for a couple big turns here. Got 3 more fires on that benched Rayquaza. Takes 2 prizes. Now he has only 3 left. Second Garbodor evolves. Tony promoted that Garbodor there. it's gonna force him to take. I don't know why. Hoping he had a float stone. Maybe he didn't have a float stone. Maybe I don't know what's going on over there. Can't see his hand. Oh, there's float stone, but he's got nothing else. Yikes.
The new Garbodor art is so much better.
I love the new Garbodor. I don't know how I feel about this. He promotes the Darkrai with 2 energy, just kind of leaving it to just get dealt with.
That's not healthy.
No, it's not. And Mark's looking for that superior energy retrieval. All he does is after retreat, and then he could get that lightning back via the superior energy retrieval and attach it manually. Since Garbodor does have Garbotoxin in play with the Floatstone attached. Yeah, he can't use eggs with Garbodor. But he discards 2 ends since he's going to go up to, only having 1 prize and no 1 ends. So he's going to manually attach that lightning and knock out that Darkrai. Now Tony's got nothing really.
Yeah, pretty much nothing. We might see Rayquaza and Lord take this pretty quickly.
Yep. It looks like a pretty
Bizarre,
decisive game too. I mean, wow, Tony top deck Nan. I mean, out of all the cards that he could have had, that's probably the one he wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, making Mark go down to 1, and with the board where it's going to be tough for him to take another prize without getting a supporter where he can get some multiple cards and make something happen. Should be interesting, but I don't know. Mark still looks pretty comfortable. Because Tony does need a lot to get things going. Considering he's got no energy on the field, and just looks tough. Uphill battle.
I think that Darkrai was just...
Yeah, it was questionable. I probably would have gone, the other Garbodor without a full stone, or the other Darkrai. Yeah.
Really want to sacrifice something and make him work.
Yeah.
Because I get, it made him clear all of his energy.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's still off, so he can
Yeah.
dump it back on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just it was odd his choice of which Darkrai went up. I don't know. Maybe he was just hoping that he couldn't pull it off. I mean, because he did have a lot to make it happen. And we got a Dark Batch on a Sableye. A solid move. Probably going to see a junk hunt here. Sableye has 70 HP, so presumably it's going to be safe. If Mark doesn't have a good card in his hand, or a usable card in his hand, or 1 off the draw. Now Mark's going to check out his discard, see what's there, see what's not. And place it back. So he pulls, it looks like a fire energy maybe.
There's definitely either a fire energy or a card in an orange sleeve.
Well, there's that fire energy. Oh wow, he went for the roar.
Oh yeah.
He whiffed on it though. He missed a dousing and a juniper and another card.
I'm all about the roar.
Me too, man. I mean, that was a tough 3 cards to whiff on though.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, roar is one of those things where when you go for it, the card you really want is always right after it, and you have to discard it. It's really, really disheartening.
Roar is so fickle.
Yeah.
don't know if it's ever a good idea.
You gotta be pretty sure that there's gonna be energy there. So we see another Sableye come out, and he's gonna end. He's gonna end again. And keep Mark on a low count of cards, and hope that he just keeps drawing badly, keeps him out of the energy.
Yeah, that's not fun though. Like if Mark doesn't find a way out, it just sucks so much to lose like that.
And it can happen. I mean, Tony has a lot. I mean, he's got to get 5 more prizes still, so it's still going to be really tough for him to pull us out. But he's significantly slowed down Mark. He draws a card. Didn't get to see it. Tony, though, random receiver. Let's see what he gets off of that. Bunch of cards, bunch of N. Exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, that's not what Mark wanted to see.
Yeah. Mark was thinking anything but. Anything but.
Not today, man.
No, sir. Tough thing is, though, Tony has like a really tough decision to make because he's really just banking on Mark not having an energy. Because if he gets either one, he wins. So keeping Sableye in the active is super risky play. I don't know if it's one that you really want to try for it.
Yeah, he might be better off leaving for him.
Yeah, I think so, but looks like he's gonna junk him. He's getting a dark patch and a dark patch. And those are gonna go right back into his hand. Mark draws a Juniper. He's gonna get 7. He does have a Scrapper, he has an energy, and that's gonna be game. He chooses Scrapper first and patch energy. It doesn't really matter. So Mark takes game 2. And we get to see something a little different. Rayboar and Plaza takes a win. Mark moves on to 5-0. And that's awesome. It's fun to watch.
Rayboar's so fun.
It is ridiculously fun. You never really expect. I mean, it's an uphill battle for Rayboar.
I think it's only fun because of his reels.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like everyone has like this nostalgia for eels, and now that they can't play it, it's like, oh, just playing next best thing, I guess.
Yep.